Today's a corporate headshot shoot and groups and a big group in a hotel lobby. So we gotta be aware of things going around us. Anyway, I'll do a time lapse of the setup, time lapse of the breakdown as well. I hope you enjoy the video.
Hopefully this video will give you some good tips and tricks, and believe it or not, you're going to find out why backups are so damn important. That X-Drop Pro by Westcott, I am shocked on how much I'm using it. I absolutely love this thing. You know, the nice part about this is I was able to get the headshots done and the small groups right on that backdrop because of that 8-foot distance. And believe it or not, I didn't have to add anything in Photoshop, even with like 5 people in the photo, which I love. Now I'm just testing the lights on my hand.
So I want to give you the key points here when setting up in a public location. First, you know what, I'm going to do a voiceover because you're not going to be able to hear me because I don't have my mic. So I'll do a voiceover.
So watch the angle of your legs. You know, you have the stick out leg coming in because you're there. You're not going to trip over it yourself, I hope. And then you have that clear pathway on that side. I have my bag hung on that as well, so I have it in sight at all times. The background stand, put it down to the floor so there's nothing to trip over. They can still trip over it, but it's a lot less. And then your regular bag in front of that leg, because a lot of people go to the back. Anyway, we're going to start the shoot right off. Talk to your people, shake their hands, look them in the eyes, and have a conversation to ease them quickly. It'll go a lot smoother if you do, and the photos will be a lot better. You know, trust me on this, you need to have conversations. I know it's hard for some people, but if you do this, it's going to go a lot better. Now, this gentleman, I've been shooting him for years. He's with the company for years, but I know all the time I have to relax him. If I don't, the very first photo is going to be always the same, tight-lipped, chin up a little bit, and squinty. It just looks awkward. This is him every single time, and I've been shooting, like I said, for years. Now, I'm just going to have a conversation with him, bring him into the conversation, and get his mind off of him having a photo taken. That's the only way I'm going to get a smile out of this man and a comfortable shot. If I don't do this, it's not going anywhere. So trust me on this. Take your time. Have a little conversation. Now, this whole shoot, I was given 30 minutes total to shoot 15 headshots, which you can do without a problem. My deliverables will be 2 photos each, and I do them in horizontal and vertical formats. I do the horizontal because you never know when they're going to want to feature somebody on their website, and I have a little bit of left room for them to put their names or whatever, and you can see I always cheat them to the right. But when I do the verticals, I'll do it like a normal, typical headshot. When you're done with them, shake their hand, look them in the eyes, have a little bit of fun with them, and make sure you're sincere. Just running them through like numbers will not work. And remember, all these people are standing on the side watching, listening. You know, you have to be genuine with this. Now, here's the issue. So I'm shooting, and my backlight is hit and miss every other shot. So I know the remote's working because the other lights are working, but something in this hotel is causing some kind of interference just with that backlight. And with that backlight going off, this is what I'm getting. You know, so I go around him and test it. Every time I go around the subject and test it, it's working fine. There's not an issue. I go in front of him, it's bad again. So here I'm going to take the shot. It doesn't go off. So I'm going to lean a little bit to the one side. It goes off. So I know I have to switch out this remote. That's why I bring 2 remotes. Now I have the Connect Pro and the regular Connect. I'm going to the Connect Pro because it does have a little bit more radio power, and it did solve my problem. But this would have been such a problem if I had to keep taking shot after shot after shot. It would have added a lot more time to the shoot. So I'm going to put this one on. I'm going to test it really quick to make sure it works, and there's no problem after that. I did have maybe 1 miss shot off that backlight with the Connect Pro, but that's it, versus every other shot with the regular Connect. So anyway, this was the shoot. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, talk. I know it's hard, but practice. Just talk to people. When you have to make adjustments like this person's short, just take that 2 seconds to make the adjustment. It means a lot. And for you, these are just headshots. These are just quick, but this is going to be on their website for the next year. They're going to want good photos, and they're going to remember you for your personality, but most of all for the photos, because if they hate their photos and they're on the website for an entire year, they're not going to like you the next time they're going to come. They're going to be like, well, he's going to take another shitty photo of me. You know, for me, taking the time to get good photos and get good expressions and making sure they like them means everything, because the next time you come the next year, they're going to be extremely happy and be actually happy to see you because they liked their photos last time. Now this one here, like I had to switch the system over because obviously I'm shooting the small groups now. You know, it went from groups of 2 to groups of 4, 5. You know, just make adjustments. So I put them close to the backdrop, move the light in just a little bit, so I'm lighting them and the backdrop at the same time, so I don't have to worry about it. Even if I have to pull the backdrop up a little bit in post, it doesn't matter. I'm getting these group shots done easily and without issue. You know, the larger groups, like I said, this X-Drop Pro, it's 8 foot wide. This is fantastic for this kind of stuff. I love it. Now, obviously with 15 people or 16 people, whatever it was, I'm going to need more space. So we're going to go to the main lobby for that, which I'll get to next. But take your time with them, make your fine adjustments, and get good photos. It is so imperative, you know, even for these. The headshots are, you know, your main. These group shots, though, they still all have to look good. You know, make sure you take your time to look at the eyes. You know, take 3 or 4 or 5 shots to make sure everybody's eyes are open, everybody's expression is good. Now, we moved into the main lobby, and these Manfrotto stands that I absolutely love. I do have them in my support gear, and I'll leave the link below in Amazon. I've been using these things for years. They stack, they lay flat, and they go 10 foot, and they are solid. And, you know, with a giant 72-inch umbrella and a Profoto B1X on top of this thing, I am secure in using this. It's not going anywhere, especially for, you know, a large group like this and for a public lobby like this. You know, be aware of that. Do not use a lightweight stand for something like this because it just won't work, or somebody's going to trip over it and it's going to go down. This stand is not going down anytime soon, even if somebody trips over it, and it'll handle the weight of a larger strobe like this. Now, for the large group shots, again, take your time, make sure everybody looks good. You know, here, I'm going to take a shot and I'm going to see a gap. Like, take your time and fix this stuff. Make sure everybody looks good and there's no gaps and there's no issues that are going to draw attention to, oh, this photo would have been good if I only, you know, go up, move people, make the fine adjustments, and get that one great shot. And again, group shots, take several, make sure you do, make sure you stop down. You know, if you're one that's shooting headshots, that it's shallow depth of field, I don't do that. I'm shooting at 5.6 to f8 constantly. But, you know, for this, if you were shooting a shallow depth of field headshot and you went into the group shot, you don't want soft in front row or soft back row, or just one row in focus. You want everybody sharp. So remember to stop down. Anyway, thanks for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed the video.